Alright, what's going on everyone? I want to welcome you to another live stream for 100 maps. We're going to be doing Cemetery today. It's going to be quite a bit different than the last one, but we're still focusing on solo ghosting. It's something I've really started to like. However, I see the writing on the wall a bit, and for that reason, my goal with this video is to make it as easy as possible. I want to show you a strategy where we're going to crank up the tools that we have available to make mapping easy. And it's going to serve as a great strategy, I think, as an entry level for whether duo with Orabot or, you know, you're logging in and out or just trying to solo juicing, whether you got like a super glass cannon character, melee character, range character, doesn't matter. This is definitely going to make maps easier. The TLDR is we're going to be turning off Wandering Path. That's 1. 2, we're going to be going Domination, focusing on shrines. That's the second thing. And 3, Packed with Energy and throwing Nico on every map. And between doing those 3 things, it's going to be a world of a difference in terms of the difficulty level of, getting the ghost busting working, getting that down. And we're also going to be focusing not on maps, but on generalized magic finding, uniques, as well as divination cards. And I'm even going on Cemetery because I think it's actually going to be a lot easier to do on a kind of open map, non-super long linear map, non-like maze type structure map. Just go into the map, immediately able to identify where the shrines and the soul fight is, and just be able to collect all that power instantly. And in fact, even maybe clear the map before the first shrine is down. And to that note, I'll say this would be a good time to get your gull helms out. I am going to be putting down the Fairgraves Tricorn. Not that it's a bad helmet here. Not that a rarity helmet is bad either. But for this specific strategy, the gull is really going to serve as a nice bonus to a whole lot of power. Mainly for its increased effect and duration of shrines. And don't forget about that Covenant Shrine. That is going to come into play here. And we also have the Invulnerability Shrine, which of course will be kind of like, the Mario Star moment that's going to happen occasionally. And map's just going to make it an absolute breeze to do because then you just be invincible and just collect ghosts easily and go through. So let's go through this like we should. We'll start with the Atlas. I am going to be running Singular Focus and just kind of collecting maps for profit. Mainly Crimson Temple, most valuable map, I think. Here it is. As you can see, as I mentioned, Wandering Path is now missing from the list. Packed with Energy is down here. It's going to give us a whole lot of extra player power, defensively and offensively, to help with the mapping process. And then we are picking up Shrines, so all the Shrine nodes. Without Wandering Path, Shrines look pretty nice with Covetous, with the extra Shrine, with the double Shrine, or different, 2 different Shrines every time you click one. Torment's still going to be pretty cool. I like Seance. That's nice. And, adding a lot of extra touched monsters too. It's going to be cool. 30% more quantity items drop from possessed monsters. Do keep in mind that is not touched monsters. That is just possessed. So that's really only going to apply to the 5 Seance monsters in total. I tried Rogue Exiles for a while with this, but I didn't like it. In the end, it made it a lot harder. So in the end, some of the extra points just going to go into Harbinger, actually. So it's pretty cool. And at a later date, I'm going to try ghost busting with Harbinger as a focus as opposed to Strongbox, so that'll be nice. We are able to block everything, which means Ambush has a much higher chance of spawning naturally on the map. Hunting Season is like the very last point that I spent, just, in case, I guess you want to collect Einar missions or whatever. I really just have 1 point left over. And then Singular Focus is, I guess, the second least popular thing, or second least valuable thing, rather. Still going to be going Eater of Worlds and, of course, all the Strongbox. Now we get a chance for Duplicated Brothers Gifts in this case. Duplicated Divine Orbs, which is always fun. A chance for Operative Strongbox. It's going to be getting a lot of Scarabs back. But make no mistake about it, Wandering Path is going to result in more currency gains overall. It's just way, way easier this way. And I think people sometimes overestimate just how impactful Wandering Path is. It's not the be-all, end-all. Oh, it actually looks like I have a point wasted here. That's kind of weird. Just now realized that. What would I do with that 1 point? I don't know. Let's see here. Maybe Well, it really isn't anything to do with it. You know what? Just to make it pretty, I'll throw it in here in tamper-proof, even though it has absolutely no value. Because I'm using Strongbox. Whatever. We're using the compass that gives us this anyway, but, you know, just make the atlas look nice and pretty. So the atlas will be linked in the description below. My character is there. The filter is there. The Twitch VOD for the entire thing at the starting point is there in the description. And yeah, again, that's the atlas. Almost forgot to mention, Speaker of the Dead, of course, is the quintessential keystone for this strategy. We'll also pick up Shadow of Hunger, I guess, because that is, of course, going to be some value there. I think some people underestimate the importance of getting altars. This is why this strategy is a little bit awkward, because you're trying to not kill things because you want to ghost them up, right? But you're also, it's still important to unlock the influence and, you know, to actually kill the influence monsters to unlock the altars. So in best case scenario, you specifically target down altar influence minions, get all the altars, but you leave all the ghosts and strong boxes alive. It's actually not that hard to do that in principle here, and that's going to be in large part on account of the speed shrine, which is a common result. We also have the we have all kinds of shrines that are going to help us defensively too. We got the global defensive shrine. We got the you get 90 max all res in half of your maps because of that shrine. Massive recovery, which is going to be amazing. There's a recovery shrine that works amazing with Calm Spirit. It's going to keep the rage uptime ridiculously high. Really cool strat, very fun, and harken back to, I think, a strategy I made in Sentinel or Commander League. It was like shrine speed juicing. This is a lot of fun. The results not going to be the highest in the world, but again, entry level. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't done Cemetery in a while. I kind of miss it, and I'm going to have a lot of fun on this strategy for sure. Let's get into some of the Scarabs and compasses. We got Gilded Divination, Gilded Reliquary, Gilded Torment, and Gilded Ambush, and these are going to be staple for Scarabs for me for the rest of the league, probably. So you can see, unfortunately, Torment removes the ability to put another important Scarab on there, if you're assuming you're going in Rage Strongbox. Usually I would have Legion on here or Harbinger or something else, but in this case, basically it's these 3 Scarabs plus 1 mechanic. Whatever the strongest mechanic is, probably going to be Ambush. Then we have the double Strongbox Scarab, of course, and then Nico. This is how we're adding Nico to the map. Much better to put him on through a compass rather than a Scarab. We're really short on Scarab slots here. And then Magic Pack Size, once again. I think this, honestly, this compass is going to be one of the absolute best with ghosting in particular. And it especially synergizes well with Bisco's Collar here, which is, again, additive bonus with player quantity and rarity. Bisco's Collar seems really sweet for the ghosting meta that is evolving here. So that's a lot of Scarabs. And a lot of compasses, and then some chaos over here to make up for the difference of domination, which is going to be the Keurig mod of choice. Unfortunately, it's not 4 shrines for 4 chaos. I really wish it was. It would be so much better if it was. But 3 for 3 is not that bad. Yeah, you'll notice we didn't actually go 7th gate because it's not needed. Since we're going domination. So we are missing some strong boxes. We do have a chance to spawn some extra ones through blocked mechanics and stuff. But again, you know, it's going to be a little bit less value on the strong boxes in general. But that is the Scarabs and the Sextants. I'm going to bring you down now to PoE stack. Dump tab A still has a bunch of unsold maps. But I have sold... By the way, a little update on farming over 1,000 maps from the last run. Yeah, I've sold maybe about a third of them. And the average... I think the average cost per map that I've sold them for is around 14 chaos. So making a lot of currency, a lot more than I projected in that last video. So we got a total investment of around 40 divines, 9,270 chaos here. You can see everything broken down. I did go ahead and manually put cemetery maps valued at 10 chaos apiece because it's double corrupted premium maps. Of course, they're cherry-picked, very easy for my character to run. And I farmed these maps myself. I didn't actually pay anything for these maps. I just farmed them with the last strategy. But at any rate, I think it's only fair to at least count them as worth 10 chaos apiece. All right, so that's the investment. It's right here. It's a 93 chaos per map, or 92.7. And that's where we're starting at. The Divine Orb still holding strong, around 230 chaos. They've been pretty stable there for the last few days, actually. I thought maybe they go up to 300 chaos or something, but Maybe not. Okay, let's get back into the game. These maps will be faster than the maps from the previous runs. Again, because a lot of these maps are going to feature a blisteringly fast run through with the Speed Shrine combined with Gull, Helm, and Berserk. Just insane amount of run speed. And I will be able to finish a lot of the maps in the time it takes for the first shrine to run out, basically. So I'm putting all of this chaos back in here now that we know the exact investment costs. We'll be using D, B, C, D. We're going to kick this off. I said this before, highly recommend elevated magic pack size. You don't pay much more for it, at least currently. People haven't got the memo that it's a great compass for this. It's an extra 5% magic pack size when you do it, so it's smart to do. I always forget to do that. Put a map in here. First map showcase coming up. Domination, Eater of Worlds. Probably not worth selecting anything on. I mean, you could obviously use a different compass and put Nico on here manually, you know? Maybe you're not going to use Nico missions for anything else ever. So I got 77 of them loaded up here. Hunted Traders might not be a bad choice for another compass. I'm actually thinking I should be using the one that reduces my Val soul gain prevention down to 0. Would be really nice when I use both Val Lightning Strike and Val Smite. I'm going to start playing with that, I think. But anyway, this is what we're rocking with here. Ratio of 7 years to Apothecary, somewhere around 6 or 7 to 1, I think. I'm glad you brought that up because we're also going to be tracking Union cards here. And last bit of info that we had was Union cards about a ratio of 88 to 1. Brothers' gifts or brother stashes. So we'll kind of keep track of that and see, hopefully see that things aren't, that we're not dealing with some kind of crazy outlier. Okay, I enter the map. I'm going to try not to kill anything if possible, really, except stuff where shrines are. Okay, you can see I got a movement speed shrine already. Just picking up my shrines. This is so much easier than it is on Crimson Temple. I see a ghost. I'm actually dodging the ghost. I don't care about it. And I just got everything. And look how easy this boss is going to be. Grand Eldritch. Oh, okay. That's rare, but I actually regret not seeing that before the boss. Kill the boss, so I'm missing out on a few Grand Eldritch. I'm kind of trying to kill the Eldritch packs right now and not really focus on ghosts. I'm being a bit meticulous with my damage to make sure I don't just wreck something like crazy, being kind of controlled. And that's going to be a theme, a general theme to how we're going to have to play here. We're actually going to have to be a little bit disciplined with your damage. Don't just go around and just blast everything down like crazy. It's a different game now, a little bit. So, you know, here, this is, I mean, this is just so easy. How can anything even hit me, almost? There's almost no way for it to hit me. Ghost, again. Ghosts have a 90% damage reduction multiplier when they start. It wears down over time. But as long as you're moving around fast, engaging them, and very quickly getting your business done. If I'm being disciplined with my damage, I'm not killing ghosts. Like you can see, I'm collecting the ghosts. I'm not killing them. It's not really not that hard. I'm doing more than... Now, I'll probably kill this one because I blew a Val... Yeah, I blew a Val Lightning Strike right there, and the ghost was there. I didn't see it. So, you know, accidents do happen. That's all right. But I'm getting some major ghosting up here on these strongbox monsters. I mean, this is great. And I don't think it's really going to make it much difference whether I'm doing Tornado Shot or Lightning Strike for something like this. Alright, my first shrine did wear out. Unfortunately, you can see I got a very valuable altar mod there after clearing some of the strong boxes. I did get a Covetous Shrine there. I didn't mention that, but okay, King Harbinger is nice to see also. Getting a little bit of Harbinger action in. Hopefully, there's at least another strong box somewhere. Maybe not. I don't know. Not that many strong boxes on the map now. So it will feel like I'm losing currency on, I guess, the majority of maps. So we'll technically lose currency. We'll not be getting 92 or 93 chaos worth of currency. But Brothers' Gifts and other, you know, Divine Orbs and high-value uniques are going to make up for the difference in the long run. And that's why I run 100 maps, not like 10 maps, to see how things turn out. I'm going to be paying close attention to Union card drop rates. Okay, I will have some sense of how good this strat is by seeing how many union cards I'm getting. That's good to see there. It's a good sign. If I'm getting something like, you know, 5 or more unions per map, I mean that's a pretty good sign. I know the strats can be profitable if I'm averaging at least like 5 unions per map. And not even that. I mean, at least or like 3 or 4 per map. I think would be probably guaranteed profit in the long run. Okay, map's done. And you can see that was pretty fast. I got most of the map cleared within the first shrines. Time of the first shrine. We got a Calm Spirit, so 1 decent unique here. And we'll start putting things away. Ten union cards should be an outlier. I mean, that would be a brother's gift every 9 maps. Which I'm not expecting 10 brothers gifts anymore. Probably a little less, maybe closer to 6 or 7, maybe 8. Probably somewhere in that neighborhood. Here we go. So there'll be some highlights, and that should be an interesting one. Hopefully we'll see some brothers gifts, maybe a high value unique. You never know what might show up there. Invulnerability Shrine, okay. Just got our first Invulnerability Shrine and a Speed Shrine. So now I can be, I mean, it honestly doesn't even make a difference, really, for me, but because I virtually never die, just running around, perma-phased anyway, but for a lot of people this would be a big deal. If you're kind of like on the fence of having enough defense for this or not, now I can just kind of kill whatever I want. I can be much more methodical about it now. You know, not accidentally killing stuff. I can just stand here and tank shit. Not care at all. Still trying to clear for the altars that may or may not spawn. There we go. Okay, and see, I mean, I can just, like, whatever, right? Just stand right in the middle of that. That's pretty cool, I think. I can also, like, it's easier to not kill the monsters I spawn from Strongbox until I've, you know, more thoroughly opened altars and really gotten them all. That's what makes this kind of nice. They're trying to click that before I kill it, but it didn't matter. Brother's Gift, first one. Map 10. That was something. Oh, it was something. Something good. We're winning the race. 2-1. Gifts over stash. Feels good, man. For the time being, anyway. I don't see any reason why they're going to nerf this. And so some kind of outrage as to how OP it is or something, you know. Which clearly not going to be if not enough people do it. More for me, I guess. Clearly working. Clearly. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna convince all you guys to do this with my sheer overwhelming streamer RNG results, and you guys are gonna have literally no choice. Something in your brain is just gonna flip over, and you're just gonna be like, all right, screw this, I'm doing this now, because I can't sit here and watch him get all this loot and I'm not doing anything. Yeah, respecking Atlas now, exactly. You guys are gonna do this whether you want to or not. You're just gonna see what I'm doing. You're gonna tune in here and there, and you're gonna be like, oh, it's newfound like 10 apothecaries and 100 maps now. What the fuck's going on here? You know, it's just, that's it. I can't wait for it, man. I'm telling you, this is Calandra League all over again. This is Calandra League all over again. What you guys are feeling now is exactly the kind of reception I was getting when I just started exploring Calandra League, God Touch farming. And it was also about 3 weeks into the league too. That was. So almost just aptly timed, all of it. Now, people were piping angry about Arch Nemesis then, so it was a little bit different dynamic, but this instead is something that people aren't really they're not really talking about, they're not really looking at it. So it's just flying under the radar. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know. I think it's like anything else. Once you guys get used to it, you're going to start enjoying it a lot more. It'll be fun for you guys. It just takes some getting used to. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Dude, WTF. What are you doing? How are you dropping so much loot? How are you not even wandering path? Not even ambush on the map device. What? Have you know, I've already dropped 3 apothecaries in the last 50 maps that I've been doing these farms. I will have you know. Is this real life? Are we having fun yet? I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? Where are the brothers' gifts? Am I done dropping brothers' gifts? Maybe I'm done. Maybe I dropped them all. Oh, a red star. It's a red star! Could it be? It's been so long. It's been like 10 maps. Oh, dude. 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 As basic currency versus player quant and rarity, that's a common choice you have to make, and that just kind of depends on where you're at on the map. Red star off the ghosted pack there. But we missed what it was, so we have to go back. Rusted if it's Div or Legion, yeah, probably. Also, I sometimes do actually look at the quality of the roll, because Eater alters the quality of the roll is impacted. Oh no, it's happened again, guys. Happened again. I don't know why it's on the loot filter. Brother stash. Ooh. Clearly I'm doing something wrong now. What am I doing wrong, guys? Where did I go wrong? It was all gifts and now I'm all stash. It's like I said, stash is gonna win in the end. Wow, I shouldn't have opened all those strong boxes without that thing. Bro. I mean, just stick the knife in and twist it, I guess. That's how it's gonna be. And just like that. And just like that, what did I say? I said in the end, the Brother Stash is gonna win. It's gonna win. I mean, we didn't even get to the... barely got to the 30 map mark, and that sucker caught all the way up and then some. Unbelievable. I knew it. Knew it. Done this too many times. Happened too many times. Yeah, keep in mind it's monster side quantity, so it's as similar as Enraged Strongbox actually. Hey, there we go. There we go. We got a race on our hands now, boys. Back on the gift train. But now we can kind of control it and impact way more monsters in a map with it. Makes it straight up viable. I almost clicked basic currency there, so you guys know. Wow. Thank you, King Harbinger Mob, I guess. We weren't even ramping our magic find yet. That was not ghosted at all. Whoa. Like, I'm just lollygagging around, just trying to get possessed and stuff. Not even killing anything. Thought I was gonna... Oh my god. Corrupted Calm Spirit, followed by Brother's Gift. What is that corruption? Temp Chains? That's okay, right? That's okay. Any raging damage over time builds? That's gotta be worth something. Yeah, I'd say that deserved a Brother's Gift. that was a mega juiced strong box if I ever saw one. Hey Chad, I dropped a headhunter today. Alright, traps, I'll look at it in a minute here. Duped Crimson Jewel. Duped Inspired Learning, okay. I mean, not the best jewel, but at least not duped trash. If only it was a Viridian jewel, though. I need that duped unnatural instinct in my life again. Where's the skeptic? Did the skeptic leave? Now I'm looking for the boss room. See, a ghost is like literally right here. Might as well. Usually shrines up here. I keep spawning altars prematurely, so I'm getting altars that have like boss mods, which is a little unfortunate, but boss drops 4 exalted orbs. Okay. Alright. Well, we're getting some exalties. Oh, one of them duped? Okay. One of them duped, I guess. Forgot I had basic currency dupes. I thought either they all dupe or none of them do. Boost. 10 stash, 10 gifts. I don't even care who wins at this point. The fact that I got 10 gifts is good enough for me. More than good enough. We're already overshot our projection. We're already in the green. I don't even need any more. Stop it. More than enough. If you keep dropping these cards, people are gonna doubt the results. You can't have people doubting the results. Jeez. Let's see the magic. That's not very magical. I was expecting more magic. One union card. Wow. What? Another ghost? Another ghost still here? I'm already finished. Oh wait, no. Yes, I still got a thing. Yeah, they're all ghosted then. Huh. Huh. Well. That ghosting for you. That was uber ballsy. Harbinger mob. I'm pretty sure it was ghosted because I literally just grabbed the mob, just flew over there and fired one attack and boom. Wow. Yeah, that was ghosted. I think it happened so fast, but I'm pretty sure it was. The fastest ghost ever. He's the fastest ghoster in the West. Hey everyone. We have the results. Whew. 100 maps. All done. In a single day, as a matter of fact. Again, don't usually do that. But we're going to power through the late night results. Going through everything like usual. I have my dump tabs B, C, and D. Didn't need it. So nice, everything here, and you can see that it definitely looks like a mixed bag of a lot of different things. The Brother's Gift drop rate was a little bit over I don't know. I didn't anticipate to get 13, we'll put it that way. So overshot, I guess, projected results. We'll kind of look at that and factor it in, and at least talk about it a little bit during the results. I did already pull the Forbidden Tomes out, and I guess they're selling a ratio of like 1 to 6 divines here, so it's an extra 3.5 divines worth that will be added beyond what PoE stack says there is. And with on that note, let's go down there, see what we're working with. Already got the snapshot set up, and here it is. Dumps B, C, D. From the top, we have Brothers Gifts 14, which, that's weird. I don't know why they're valued that high. Hold on, let me, let me figure out exactly what is going on here. I guess I gotta do it in chaos. Okay. 5 divines for Brother's Gift, I think, is the proper amount. And, oh, wait, whoa. Hold on a second. Did that come out right? Oh, yeah, okay. Wow, that actually drove down the results by 5 divines. I'm glad I caught that. I would have been a little bit off. Okay, does a divine say it's worth a divine? Okay, that's good. All right, yeah, moving on. We have Brother's Gift, 14. Union card, 740. So in a second here, we'll talk about this, but just so you know, the drop rate of the Union card compared to the Brother's Gift is supposed to be 88 to 1. That was through a ton of testing and stack deck drop rates, massive drop rates. There's data on this already out. It's kind of old now. It's not been tested again, I don't think, this league in any major way. But anyway, if we take, let's see, if we take my number, which is 740, and we divide it by 88, this should be the number of brother cards that I get based on at least our knowledge of drop rates as it is. 8.4 brothers gifts and 8.4 brothers stashes I should get. But as you can see, I got 10 brother stashes and 14 gifts. So that would suggest that I actually got very lucky with brothers gifts on this session. And we're going to find the results of how much I made with this session, and then I'm going to, you know, cross-reference it with the normalized results. I usually do that for the apothecary farms on Crimson Temple especially anyway. So I think that's fine. It's so much of an outlier this time, it's worth doing, I think. Just 3 Screaming Invitations. 6 Dragon Hearts seems kind of high, actually, because I think the Dragon Heart has like half the drop rate as the Brothers cards, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of forgot. Only 3 Reliquary Keys. I said I wanted to keep track of that one for a while. 10 Divine Orbs seems pretty average, I guess. Got to keep in mind, there are fewer strong boxes than there were in the last session, so it's not really an apples to apples comparison, but of course we do have some more uniques in play. Let me see if I type that out. No, that doesn't work that way. Okay, well, Taste of Hate, there's a Covenant again. Let's just move on kind of. Let's see, we got there it is, a Heat Shiver, a couple of Heat Shivers, a Lionized Fall. You know, there are a few things in here. A 7-league step. There's definitely much better results on the uniques than last time. But I will say, I didn't get any kind of major unique drops for the amount of investment. The Gilded Reliquary Scarab, you know, for 100 maps. Oh, 1 blood notched in there. Didn't really see anything major. The highest value unique I got was, I guess, like 80 chaos. And I got a few of those, really. But at any rate, still quite happy with the turnout, of course. Divination cards powered through, I guess. Okay. So there I went through everything so you could see it. We are going to do it like this. 35,323 chaos divided by 230, last I remember. 153. Times 230, I almost forgot. No, divided by 230. Yeah. This is right. Plus 3.5 for the tomes. There we go. Equals 157.08 gross. Then we take this minus the investment of 93 chaos per map, 40 divines, 0.3. And that's a net of 116.78. Then we take that divided by 100 and 1.17 divines per map, or 260 chaos, 268 chaos per map. And then the div per hour for me, as mentioned earlier on in the video, I said it would probably be a little faster. It was 8 hours last time in the last farm on beach. This time we had shrines, and as you got to see in the highlights, I mean, the speed shrine played a pretty big role in how fast I was able to go. The Nico Sulfite veins also. Of course, gathering the ghosting and doing all that does add a little bit of time. So it was about 7.5 hours to do this, as opposed to 8 hours last time. So let me just do that one more time, make sure I got that right. 7.8 divided by 7.5. Yep, okay. And so 15-ish divines an hour. This is almost exactly the same div per hour rate I got on the last farm, as a matter of fact. So there you go. You got two ghosting, but very different ghosting strats to do. One is wandering path farming for maps. The other is non-wandering path using shrines to make it easier. Whatever. But then you'd have to, you know, get a hold of your own maps one way or another to run that one. But yeah, very, very nice. But again, I got very lucky here, and the other one was highly consistent. So this is a bit of an outlier. I'm supposed to get 8.4 brother stashes, and I didn't notice any major outlier for anything else. If anything, I maybe got a little bit unlucky on uniques, but we'll leave that to the side. So if I got, let's see, if I got, I believe it's 23, right? Yeah, 4.6. 4.6 fewer brother stashes would put that. So that'd be 23 divines, or yeah, 23 divines less. So if I go ahead and take this number, and what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of looking at the normalized amount of brother stashes I would get based on the union card drop rate. Again, 88 to 1. I know that's a big question people have. 88 union cards, 1 brother's gift. 88 union cards, 1 brother's stash. That's the best info we have on it. I know some people thought that it was nerfed. Of course, with me after doing this 100 maps here, I don't think it was nerfed. But anyway, that would put me down to 93.78 divines for that session net profit. And if I take that divided by 7.5, this would be a more normalized divines per hour that I might have gotten. More typical for this one. And I said in the beginning, I said, well, I'm expecting it to be at least 10 divines an hour. Certainly hoping it to be less than 10 divines an hour. Figured it would be, or sorry, more than 10 divines an hour. Less than 15 divines an hour. This puts it exactly right there with what I projected this farm might be without having really practiced it much. So just using my intuition there, figured it would be somewhere around here. And it is exactly 12.5 divines an hour. So for me, this farm looks like it's maybe a 10 to 15 divines an hour kind of farm, I guess. Would be high, you know, you might drop a headhunter mage blood at some point, but only a really unlucky session might result in less than 10 divines an hour for me on this farm. Again, Cemetery is pretty consistent if you're looking at a 100 map sample size. Not going to be huge amounts of variability. Now, if you look at like 20 maps, you know, big variability on Cemetery, but anyway, there we go. All right, now we're going to go back in and take a look at some gambling because there's certainly a little bit of gambling to be done. We'll get right on that. Okay, everybody, we are gambling a massive pile of stacked decks here. A whopping 6 stacked decks were found on that session. Funny what happens when you don't do Legion. You don't get stacked decks. Oh, I got one. Whoa. Oh, 6 apothecaries, surely. Yeah, okay. Go back. 3 to 1, the Ventors. I did not find any super nice Ventors. I think I did get one 10% increase. Yeah, but right here. But it ended up being reduced rarity and had a negative res. So maybe get a little bit of luck here. Nope. Nope. Ooh. There is no rarity. Last one. Oh, no good. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to redeem myself from last time corrupting these. Oh yeah, I forgot one was already pre-corrupted. Oops. Temporal chains, actually not that bad. I don't know. I think it was like that much or something. Nothing crazy. Okay, here we go. Looking for some major juicy implicits. Even doing the heat shivers, they're a little bit of high stakes right now, but a couple heat shivers in here. Let's see. Let's see. I want to see some implicits. Oh, a heat shiver hit. A heat shiver hit. Uh-oh. All right, see these implicit. AoE gem Rainbow Stride. With perfect block. What about no perfect block? Oh, this is still like a 1 divine item? Okay. I don't even know what these boots are or who they're for or what they do, but block spell damage? Okay. Sure. +2 AoE again. Oops, wrong key there. +2 AoE again. Alright, well, I guess we got a couple of 1 divines. Collar Smokes asked how this session was. Oh, it was 15 divines an hour, just like last time. Doesn't seem to matter what strat I do. I get 15 divines an hour. Not so bad. Osprey hit crit chance? Is that normally what it hits? I think it is actually normally what it hits. But anyway, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't remember. Okay, Bisco 1, Bisco 2, nothing there. We have +2 traps. Almost a perfect... I mean, I'm going to keep that because it's like almost perfect anyway. We have a second one. Ooh, global evasion while moving. Nah, nobody's going to want that. Yeah, nobody wants that. Oops, I didn't even mean to scroll over that. Oh my god, +1 Frenzy Calm Spirit. Log in, and it is literally the bottom life, 50 life, but it's still worth 4 divines or more, so we definitely won. We came out ahead on the gambles, and the heat shiver is fire damage leashes life. Well, I mean, I am doing fire damage, so this should be at least worth baseline. I would guess it's at least worth like 30, 40 chaos, because it's not a useless one. Did I at least save this one? Yes, save this one. Probably gotta trash it though. Oh, I see. I missed the divine on that witch fire or witch bane. Oh my gosh. Or not divine. I mean Valorb. Okay, that's it. It's good. I mean, heck, getting a +1 frenzy is big on Calm Spirit. I have one right now, except it's I think I paid 6 divines for this one. Okay, that would conclude the gambling section. The only thing left is to, you know, close this video out. So give some final thoughts. It was more ghosting. I think it was easier. I died a lot less. The maps were about the same level of difficulty. But with all that shrine power, and not just, you know, when I was invulnerable occasionally, but the movement speed proved to be incredibly defensive, an immense defensive layer that cannot be understated. And, you know, all the extra recovery as things I mentioned at the beginning of the video definitely made this farm much easier, much more leisurely, but probably the biggest impact was just dropping Wandering Paths, so the maps were literally easier because they had, you know, less effective monster modifiers, what have you. I was able to do 100 maps. Okay, I feel like if I had been stressing out a lot on this farm, I sure as heck wouldn't have done 100 maps today to finish it out. So that's a pretty good sign right there that it's manageable, doable. Definitely requires some discipline. There were times when I got so much player power I had to just like barely tap my right click to attack, otherwise Ghost would die off in the corner somewhere. So that's going to be interesting to try to navigate as, you know, a character, as I take on a tornado shot character, start growing in power, especially getting like a mirrored bow or something like that. I'm not sure how that's going to pan out, but we'll find out. I guess. I really hope you were able to see firsthand what ghosting can be like at its easiest anyway, for solo ghosting with all that extra, all those tools, you know, at your disposal to make the process much easier on you. And if you do think it's something you want to try, let us know in the comments below. I'd be curious to know how it's going for you if you're trying it. Maybe if you already tried the Wandering Path map farm strat. A few people have told me it's gone well for them. I've definitely had some people try the ghosting thing. It is not their cup of tea as well. So a bit of a mixed bag on this one. But at least we got this video out there, and we definitely proved that the Brother's Gift, it was not nerfed in drop rate, at least not for streamers. It wasn't. Okay, just put that disclaimer out for you all. I don't know what to say. Streamer privilege, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to take that streamer privilege and apply it in Crimson Temple because I would like to keep dropping more apothecaries now. So whatever comes next, probably going to be in Crimson Temple. I'm definitely wanting to look forward to testing out Harbinger with ghosting. I think there might be something there. Actually dropping the strongbox and just going with Harbinger because they spawn magic and rare monsters exclusively. So it should be very easy to get some high caliber ghosting going on with Harbinger, very controlled, in a controlled kind of way. So I'm going to be looking at that next. But the very next thing I'm going to do is buy Mage Blood, because I definitely can afford it now. If I couldn't afford it before this test, I sure as heck can afford it now. So that's what you're going to see me wearing. Probably wear the Mage Blood with Lightning Strike for a hot second, and before, you know, putting it on, I'm going to come out with a Lightning Strike video. So a lot of you have been asking, what do you think about this Lightning Strike? We're going to make a video about it. Some people are very curious about it, but I've been reluctant to really make a video on it. Not really sure, you know, guide or league start or whatever progression point. So I'm going to come out with one video to just showcasing Lightning Strike, everything about it, you know, how I came up with the build and things that, the challenges that took place and the gear that I settled on, the decisions I made. Because it is a very fascinating build, I think. That evolved straight from Explosive Concoction, which was also a pretty fascinating build. But anyway, yeah, I am absolutely beat, so I got to get out of here. We're going to log off now. Log out. It's okay. We can log out now. We put in the time for the day. My overtime work shift is over now. Let's get out of here. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next one.